Right in the shot is Punta Rasa, and that little boat on the tip of the shoreline there is off Miguel and Kitchel Key. Now that's where we spent last night, down here in the Fort Myers area. And now we're going to turn to the west and head towards Sanibel Island up the waterway. We're taking the boat home from Sweetwater Marina. That's Picnic Island there with the beaches. That's a party spot. I'm going to swing around to the north here, and on the east side of Pine Island Sounds on the west side. That's the deeper water with the main channel. And but if you have heavy weather, or you're trying to get up the channel here with a boat that drafts 3 feet or less, you can go up Matlacha Pass. That's the inside passage. Right off of Picnic Island here is your first marker if you elect to go up Matlacha Pass. Now you got a good shot here of the York Island anchorage for northern quadrant blows, and if you've got one from the south quadrant, you can simply go across the channel over here to the Sanibel Island Wildlife Refuge area, and you'd have protection from anything out of the south and southwest. Hurricane Earl's making things a little interesting coming across Pine Island. You were with us when we bought the boat and came across. It was really rough on that passage. Pine Island can kick up pretty easy. Now we're coming up Pine Island Sound. This is Captiva Pass, and this is what it looks like real life when you're coming up through here. Now that's Captiva Pass as it would look from the north, and we're approaching Usepa Island right now, which is the head of Pine Island Sound. Now from Usepa Island we're coming out here into Charlotte Harbor, and it actually we're hitting out at low tide today, and it actually looks better than Pine Island Sound, so we're going to go ahead and cross, and then we'll be in protected water. Getting a little lively again, isn't it, Miss Matt? Look at Grant. And we're anchoring a little early to take shelter from the wind. Bridge in here in this little pocket, and pretty good holding, 6 feet of water. Now at 17A we stopped and filled a boat with fish to take home in Stump Pass, and that's it. On a good clear day you can see the way in there. And there's a shot of Stump Pass. Now we didn't go through the pass, we stayed about where that boat is in the middle, and it's just full of fish. So now we're going around the Venice Cut here, Captain Connie at the wheel, and we're turning 7.2 knots at 2200 RPM with our little Yanmar 52 horsepower diesel. I understand this Prairie, the Mischief, is a little quicker than most of the boats, and the only thing I can attribute that to is it has no interior in it. It was used as a floating office, and we typically cruise with simply some folding chairs and card tables, or some mixture of whatever we need for the trip that we're on. Doesn't work for everybody, but it works for us. So get a little more speed, and I'm sure it's got us out of a couple of tight spots from bumping the bottom. Now that's Bird Island in the middle of Venice Inlet. We're going to cut up here and take a look on the outside, and if it's okay, we'll cruise up the coast. Hang on. Start now. Looks okay to us, so we're going to come around the buoy marker here. Hang on. Starboard and head up the coast at work factor 7.5 knots. Here you have Casey Key, Venice Inlet. We're just going to come along. There's the nose right there. Just aim for the tip of that. Here's your outside markers for Big Sarasota Pass. Captain Connie's got us up here so fast, we're going to bypass that. We're going to go right on past the new pass, right up in here, and head on up to Longboat Pass. Big Sarasota, new pass. We're going to head right on up here to Longboat Pass, and that'll put us in a good position to cross Tampa Bay tomorrow. Now it's 9.1 additional miles, says right on the chart. We're doing 6.4 knots, so you can do the math, and we'll be there in an hour and a half. There you have new pass as we're going by. Longboat Pass. Nothing fancy, we're just aiming for the end of the trees. Passes go, this Longboat Pass is about as straightforward and easy as it gets. So, coming from the south, there's no apparent dangers. From the north, you've got a lip coming out you need to pay attention to. But getting in the pass itself is easy. Okay. The chart says it's got 17 feet, which would be a tight fit for us today. But the gauge says we've got 20 feet. Now over here where these boats are, that's where we're planning on anchoring for the night. 30, we're heading out of our anchorage at Longboat Pass. Gonna be a little closer this morning. We've got high tide, 18 feet. All we're doing after we came out of Longboat Key, we're heading north 330, and we'll head past Egmont Key up ahead. That's just the tip of Anna Maria Island, and across Tampa Bay up to Clearwater, and then make the jump home or not today. We'll just see how it goes. Tip of Anna Maria Island and Egmont Key. This is what it looks like when you're on the outside. Clearwater Pass from the outer marker. Now we're just continuing to run up the coast, and in the distance up here you'll see Anclote Key, Honeymoon Island first, Anclote Key on around. You might be able to see a smokestack. We got Anclote Key. We're coming through the South Pass here. When you line it up with the power plant, you can kind of get through. And right now we're showing 10 feet of water coming through this way. And what we'll do is head on north another 25 miles up to Hernando Beach. This guy at morning, sailors take warning. Well, we're gonna head into Hernando Beach this morning. We've spent the night out here on the open Gulf. These guys are fishing on the rock, and that should give you an idea how far the circle comes out from that main thing. Now here's the channel coming up. We're going to steer right into it. Now to the north you've got Centipede Bay. To the south down here you've got the Devil's Rock Garden. Neither one of those names is very appealing to me, so I'd just stay well away from all that. This is not an easy place to come into, so I'd come in at that Billy Steel rack. I'd have a half tide going to full, so by the time we got here, and we've done so today, we've got 3/4 tide going up.